Hi, and welcome to Cover Brand, where we cover all things branding, marketing, and advertising to help you understand what the hell branding is and how it works to grow your business. Welcome and welcome back. I'm Ethan Decker. Today we have Billy Otteman from Scythe Robotics. Scythe, right?
Scythe is the English pronunciation. The British, it's more a soft TH. Yes, scythe.
Oh, yes. So scythe or scythe. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like favor being spelled with a U or without a U.
Yeah, it's in there for some reason.
Okay. Billy, how are you?
I'm good, Ethan. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, it's great to see you. We met at Boulder Startup Week.
We did, yes. And even before that at in Peter McGraw's class at CU.
Oh, good Lord. That is correct.
Yes, we were all together for eager MBA students hungry to learn about the future of marketing and branding.
Yes, and then you got regaled with weird stories about underwear and toothpaste from me.
Yep.
And probably had to sing some jingles.
We did. I learned a lot that day.
Yeah. You are now rocking the Science AF hat. You don't have it on today, but
I have it on today. No, my apologies, but it has been featured in some of my recent LinkedIn photos.
Great. Yes, it is funny, Billy, when I wear my Science AF shirt, I invariably have an interaction with someone during the day. Either someone asks for a photo, they laugh or giggle at it, they say that's awesome, something, or where did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the verge of starting the Science AF store, so people can buy Science AF merch.
You should. I've got a sticker on my laptop now, and I've gotten a few comments at coffee shops about it as well.
Okay. Well, I'll send you some more stickers so you can pass them out.
Perfect.
Let's talk, before we talk brands, let's talk bands. Cover songs. What do you got?
So the one I've had on repeat lately, lingering from last summer, is Beyonce's cover of Jolene from her controversial but critically acclaimed album, Cowboy Carter.
Did you come into that album liking Beyonce already?
Yes, very much so. I think Renaissance is still my favorite album of hers from the summer before. Incredible masterpiece.
Yeah.
I like what she did with Cowboy Carter.
I'm a Lemonade fan myself.
Classic, of course.
Lemonade is my top, but Renaissance is fantastic. And yes, Cowboy Carter, quite the genre blender.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, it's an interesting thing because she didn't just cover the song, right?
She did bend the tone a little bit. She didn't change any of the lyrics, which, given the history of Lemonade, I thought maybe she would.
They're the original lyrics, though.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And is Dolly Parton singing background vocals on it?
She's not singing background vocals, but she does give her blessing in kind of a prequel to the song, where she is, having some dialogue with Beyonce about her husband cheating on her, which is what Jolene is all about.
Right.
And so she gives her the blessing to sing that song, borrowing the brand equity of Dolly Parton and the country kind of music queen to have that blessing, that nod that she didn't get from the rest of the music industry.
Isn't that funny? Beyonce is such the queen, and yet in the world of country music, she doesn't have cred.
Yeah.
And so
legitimacy, she had Willie Nelson on as well. All of these country stars and icons and budding country artists like Shamboozey and a few others as well. To bring in that legitimacy in the space, despite being in Texas, despite always having some country undertones to her songs.
It reminds me of something someone once said about religions, that all religions look different at the retail level, but the same at the wholesale level. In the sense that I don't know why it fits here, but these really musical people, Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Beyonce, Jay-Z, they are musical people at heart, not genre people at heart, in a way.
Yeah.
Even though, Jay-Z would be dyed-in-the-wool hip-hop, right? And there's no one more country than Dolly. But at the same time, it's about the music, and to hell with the genres.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, it's a great cover. That's a great cover. If you haven't heard it, dear listener, go queue up not just the Jolene song by Beyonce, but the whole Cowboy Carter album. It's really great
from beginning to end.
Good call, Billy. Now let's cover some brand stuff.
Yeah.
Tell the folks listening a bit more about your situation.
Yeah. I'll start by introducing Scythe and Scythe Robotics, what we're up to. It's a startup based in Longmont, Colorado, just a little north of Boulder. And we are building fully autonomous, all electric commercial mowers. So these are
Oh,
large scale mowers, the types you'd see landscaping crews use. It's a 52-inch deck.
geez.
Cut grass on their own. It's not like a Roomba for your lawn. This thing eats Roombas for breakfast.
Wait, why is it not? I was just going to say it's a Roomba for your lawn.
It is theoretically like that, but it's much bigger. The application is like much.
Okay, but does it have a little home base that it goes to? Does it sniff out the geometry of the lawn itself?
It does. It sniffs out the geometry of the lawn itself, but it travels with the crew. So it's like a commercial mower, a
Okay.
stand-up machine. And this is the commercial crews are the types of folks taking care of parks, HOA complexes,
Mhm.
corporate offices. Think big grassy areas,
Right.
no individual residences,
And
which
do cats and chihuahuas like to ride on them?
they run away from them usually. It's good.
I believe it. You're scared shitless of
Yeah.
any kind of mower that's a ride-on mower, much
You
less
do
one
have
with some
some dogs
training.
that'll chase the mower like a dog chasing a mailman, and it's like,
Oh
what are you
man.
going to do when you get it? Right.
Okay, so you have created the semi-autonomous mower
Mhm.
that goes along with a crew and kind of extends the range of an individual person who's there to manage the entire corporate lawn.
Exactly. Yeah, the mower
Okay.
is striping the property,
Mhm.
dodging trees, poles, stopping for people and for pets,
Nice.
and the crew is on site doing other work. So instead of mowing, they're edging, they're trimming, they're doing all the cleanup work. That's higher value for the
Right.
contractor, higher value for the end customer.
They're
Um,
feeding the dogs, feeding the birds.
Dogs, petting the dogs, chasing the
Yeah.
geese away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's I don't see what the problem would be. It sounds like you've got some challenges though selling this thing.
We do. One of the challenges that we have is that it is just such an innovative product. We have a lot to explain.
Mhm.
Look at a gas powered mower with a human on it. This is how the industry has been operating for decades. There's really
Yeah.
been no innovation, no step change innovation in landscape equipment for 30 years.
Really?
Yeah,
Like you could swap out a John Deere or I don't know who else.
yeah. But
Ryobi. I don't know who makes them normally.
Toro, Husqvarna, Wright, John Deere. So these are we've seen incremental innovation,
Right.
incremental improvements. Cut speed, gas savings, efficiency, things like that. But when you're talking kind of step change innovation, what we're offering is an entirely new product. It is
Okay.
autonomous, it's electric. There's a lot
Right.
to it that results in a higher cost. There's a higher
Right.
cost to the end consumer. A lot of landscape equipment is at this point commoditized. You,
Sure.
you can
Well, like
buy
you said, it's if the only thing that's changed is the size of the mustache on the rider, then
That's right.
right, you could have bought something 25 or 30 years ago and it would be the same. And so price is really what you're mostly selling on, maybe service or maintenance, but it
Yeah.
sounds like they're all fairly comparable even for that.
Yeah, and that's where we're running into the problem is when you look at ROI, our customers are trying to justify ROI in the B2B space. That's the number one thing that they're really, really pushing for. The
Right.
ROI is what they're trying to get justified and delivered to their bosses, to their senior leadership.
Right.
But when you compare ROI on just a gas powered machine to this electric autonomous machine,
Mhm.
on the whole, it's significantly more expensive.
What?
Three to four X is what you could be talking about.
3 to 4x.
Yeah, compared
Well,
to some costs of electric or of gas powered equipment that as a commodity has gone really down in price.
so this is the price comparison, not the ROI comparison.
Correct. Yeah, this is the price comparison. To
Okay.
justify the ROI, there's a lot that makes that value of the product we offer worth
Mhm.
it. So there is a fully supported service program. There's
Right.
a fully supported customer success program where
Right.
every customer gets an account manager to help coach them through the change management of introducing this technology.
Okay.
All of these things are included, and also the autonomy doing the mowing itself. They're not taking often into account the cost of the human riding the gas powered mower that they're paying.
Right. So you've
So
got one person on site who can manage 5 machines. I'm just
yeah,
making this up. Or 2
three,
machines.
three, but yes, three is our recommendation.
Okay, 3 machines.
But that's the ROI calculation we run into a problem with in brand communication is
Right.
our customers are trying to do an apples to apples comparison,
Mhm.
mower to mower. If you
Right.
just compare mower to mower, that cost is that price is wildly too much to justify.
Right.
But
Right.
when you look at the entire value package, it's worth it. But how do you communicate that whole value package without creating a feature dump list, without
Mhm.
creating that mental tax on the purchaser when they
Mhm.
to invest that mental energy in ROI calculation?
Right. Well, we talked about this at Boulder Startup Week that people are mental misers.
Yes.
They don't want to do toilet paper math. They don't even they're spending 20 or 40 or 50 grand on a car. They don't even want to look under the hood
Yep.
or know what the hell a carburetor looks like. Like we are energy conserving thinkers.
Yes.
And that's the same in B2B.
Even though they'll tell you it's not in B2B, people will
Right.
tell you ROI matters, but at the end of the day, you're still an emotional, irrational human making these
Yep.
decisions.
Or so well put. Or they need an ROI shortcut,
Mm. Hmm.
right? They need the equivalent of an Edmunds 5-star rating on the latest mid-size SUVs.
Hmm.
Or did you ever hear of the Gartner Magic Quadrant?
Remind me, I might have.
Gartner, sure. Gartner is a consultancy, and they do tech consultancy a lot, and they rate B2B software and B2B
Mm.
technology, and then
Yes.
they give you a quadrant to show all the companies that, let's say, do SMS services for you. Which ones are the leaders and which ones are the laggards? Which one have the best tech and which ones have the shittiest tech?
Mm.
And then it just usually lines up kind of on the diagonal. And you want to hire the ones that are in the top right corner and
Mhm.
avoid the ones in the bottom left corner. And that's all people do when they're spending $100,000 to $2 million on enterprise software is look where it is on the Gartner quadrant and trust
Yeah.
that Gartner did their homework.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need, okay. This leads me to then a suggestion for you, which is you need shortcuts for the ROI. If the ROI thing is tripping people up, and it sounds like that's the defense they use. It's not the total cost, even though it's 3 or 4x. That's a lot, but it's the ROI. You need an ROI shortcut to help them just instantly say, "Oh, okay, it's the same if not better."
Mm.
When you look at total ROI or when you look at X number of years, because we crave shortcuts. If things are hard to figure out as shoppers, whether it's B2B or B2C, and this is a major principle from cognitive science, we find shortcuts even if they're shitty shortcuts. So, for instance, the shortcut with choosing a car is, well, I don't know much about cars, but Toby knows about cars. So I'll just do whatever Toby says. And then I hope that's a good shortcut. Another shortcut I'm sure you've used or seen and used as a shopper yourself. If the packaging is green and it has a leaf on it,
Mm. Yeah.
probably eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Even if it's greenwashing, even if it's a bad shortcut, it's a shortcut you use.
Yeah.
One I know that stuck with you from the talk I gave at Boulder Startup Week was when people are shopping for cars, and if they happen to actually go do a test drive, which I don't know, half of the people do or less now.
These days, yeah.
I know. Now, well, regardless, when you get in the car for the test drive, when you shut the door, you're sitting in the driver's seat and you shut the door, the sound the door makes, the thunk, is a shortcut for your assessment of the quality of the build of the vehicle.
Mhm.
The whole vehicle, the shocks, the struts, the electrical, the wheelbase, everything comes down to that shortcut of, does that door sound like a tin can or does it sound like a Rolls Royce?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I think
yeah, go ahead.
I think our product's door thumb
Uh-huh.
is the stripes the mower lays.
Um,
Not necessarily on the product, but our machine lays laser straight stripes, and stripes
nice.
in landscaping are a high signifier of quality, the quality of service, the quality of cut. the quality, visual appeal of just these long, beautiful stripes leading up to a property or a building cross-hatched across a baseball field. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that I think is an under-leveraged
Mm,
brand asset we could use in communication pieces to showcase that piece there, and in product demos, showcase that shortcut of quality.
that's great. That's great. I love that. Now, Billy, do people know that? Are they aware that that impacts their perception of quality?
That's how they assess, a production manager might go out to a property and audit a crew on their team, their team, to see how they're performing. That visual appeal, primarily driven by the stripes, will be the indicator of quality on
Oh
the
my
product.
god. The whole thing comes down to the stripes.
Yeah, that's one, I
That's
think,
great.
probably one of the most important pieces. And it's a really interesting one because, we have a lot of technology aiding our ability to get those laser straight stripes, GPS,
Mhm.
and all kinds of, things inside the machine. But we often have operators who think they can mow straighter stripes. So we will do
Mm.
a demo, we will do a stripe off, have the
Uh-huh.
operator mow an area and then compares the stripes to our machine,
That's great.
M.15, in the same area. So really being able to emphasize that, like, that shortcut of impact.
That's great. Yeah, that reminds me of another example of this kind of cue. The door sound for cars is the least well-kept secret in automotive. All the car makers design the sound of their doors now, just as much
Mhm.
as they design the sound of the clicker for the turn signal. But, um, I've worked quite a bit with Procter& and Gamble and their different brands. So Cascade or Dawn, right? Cascade dishwashing
Yep.
soap and Dawn dish soap. The classic cue of squeaky, is it squeaky clean?
Mhm.
Can you rub your thumb on it?
Yeah.
Is there a residue or a film? So if it's dish soap, the question is it still oily?
Mhm.
And if it's dishwasher soap, the question is, did it leave a film? And I don't know if you recall Cascade with sheeting action,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
but that was their very, very blunt and direct way to address that cue, that shortcut that people use to decide if a dish is clean or not.
Mhm.
But they knew it and they used it. Um, and they used it very bluntly and very transparently. You could do that and you should absolutely try that, but you could also do it in a very creative or sticky way,
Mhm.
which I'm a big fan of because, people like to think that they are smarter than some of the logical stuff you throw at them,
Yeah.
or the logical stuff won't always persuade them.
Mm.
So one of my favorite ever product demos is a B2B demo, and it was for Volvo semi trucks, semi trailers.
Okay.
And they were demonstrating the precision with which these Volvo semis can move backwards, pulling, a full 18-wheel rig,
Yeah.
a lorry, I guess, as they call them overseas. And they used Jean-Claude Van Damme for the
Ah,
split,
I remember this.
the
Yes.
epic split. Jean-Claude Van Damme started standing with one foot on each of the side mirrors of two Volvo trucks,
Mm.
semis. And as the Enya music started, and it was Enya, what a fucking stroke of genius.
Yeah.
Whoever that was should have gotten a great bonus that year. Uh, he's like, my body's crafted to perfection by years and all these things, and now I am poised to do the most epic of splits. And then you pan back and you realize the trucks are moving backwards, which you didn't quite realize because it was a close up of him. And then the trucks inch and inch further apart until he is doing a perfect split because he is Jean Claude Van Damme.
Of course.
And the music is swelling. Who can say where the road goes, where the day goes?
Uh,
Only time, right? And the sun is streaming on it. See the sunrise or sunset, and it's going backwards, perfectly precise. And it's to showcase the precision steering.
mhm.
That video got 90 million views when it came out,
Woo!
and not all by lorry drivers
Yeah, certainly.
or fleet buyers. There's some people, I mean, they were selling to people who would buy 20 to 30 of these at a time,
Mhm.
or they were selling to individual truck drivers who would buy one and wanted to be proud of it.
Mhm.
And holy shit, not only did it get 90 million views, because it was the most, not just the most epic of B2B product demos, but it was the most entertaining and
Mhm.
sticky. But they got like 130 million in direct sales from that ad that
That
they could attribute directly to it.
yeah.
And like 5x and 10x web traffic and interest and all of these other metrics through the roof. So if we're going to steal a page from, oh, who was that did that? B and F, Forsman and Bergdorf. Forsman and Bergdorf was the agency in, I want to say Sweden, that created that spot. And Volvo, of course, that went with it, which was great. Kudos to them.
Yeah.
My strong reco to you is number one, lean into that shortcut.
Hmm.
If that's the shortcut that says this is high quality.
Yeah.
Number two, make it sticky. So make it dramatic, make it funny, make it entertaining, turn it into some kind of, get some British commentator to commentate on it like it's the British Open of golf.
Yeah.
And talk about the precision of those lines. And then if you need to actually show an ROI thing, maybe make it a visual, make it a simple Geico level, 15 minutes can save you 15%
Yeah.
kind of thing. You
Yeah.
know, 300, $30,000 today can save you $300,000 in 3 years time. And
Yeah.
they're all threes.
Something like, or I'm imagining, we've got two mowers going forward with Ethan Decker riding on one foot on each fender, and then they just start to go as you do in the sunsets over the flat irons. And then on top of that is what you're talking about, I think then a short impact statement or customer testimonial of turn a 4-person crew into a 2-person crew, into two people crews with two additional mowers.
So we're really talking of two things. And by the way, to do an actual send up of the Van Damme epic split would be fantastic. And if your mowers were that precise, you could do it.
We could.
You could do me, but my split is only about like a foot wide.
We're gonna have to cast for that one. I think
we'll have to cast for someone who does a great split, who's entertaining as fuck. But we've got two things. So number one is the precision of your stripes being a shortcut, a car door sound, and lean into that,
the hook,
to show that it's super high quality, higher quality.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to persuading these folks, your buyers, that the ROI makes sense, play with the math until it's really simple, like the 80-20 rule, or look before you leap, or quicker picker upper, or 15 minutes can save you 15%, or 30,000 can save you 300,000 in 3 years.
Yep.
Or whatever those, you see how it's got to kind of rhyme, so to speak?
Yeah.
Or alliterate.
It's got to be simple enough for the elephant.
So yes, for the elephant mind, as opposed to the rider mind, which we won't even explain.
Yep. Perfect.
Great. If you want, and you know what, I'd love to see how the demo goes.
Yeah.
So as you're working on that and the stripes, let me know. And then if you want to get some feedback on the 30,000 can save you 30 years, that kind of thing, drop me a line. I'd love to talk more about it.
I will for sure. I appreciate it.
Can't wait to hear what Scythe does with it.
Let's go.
Fantastic, Billy. Thanks for calling.
Thanks so much, Ethan. I appreciate it.
Have a good one. If you've ever listened to the show and thought, man, my team could use this stuff, then call me. Training teams on brand science is literally what I do. Learn more at appliedbrandscience.com. And remember, people don't share your content because they love your brand. They share your content because they love their friends. See you next time.